Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. The Last Supper stands as one of the crowning achievements of Western art and a milestone of the High Renaissance. This masterpiece transcends the boundaries of mere visual reproduction of a biblical scene. Leonardo imbues the work with layers of meaning that invite viewers to contemplate themes of faith and human frailty, divine sacrifice and betrayal, order and chaos. This video intends to examine the painting with a dual focus on its overt compositional strategies and the subtle interplay of gestures, objects, and architectural details that reveal hidden messages. Chapter 1. The Compositional Genius. Leonardo displays incomparable mastery in the way he constructs the Last Supper, so that every element contributes both to narrative clarity and symbolic complexity. The overall organization of the painting is based on the principles of one-point linear perspective. All architectural lines converge on a point located behind the head of Jesus. This singular focal point establishes Christ as the spiritual and narrative center and ensures that the viewer's attention is irresistibly drawn to him. The effect is not merely technical. It is deeply symbolic. The convergence of lines produces a sense of divine order that mirrors the cosmic harmony Leonardo believed underpinned the natural world. The long table extends horizontally across the composition and acts as a stage upon which the drama unfolds. Leonardo arranged the figures, numbering 13, into a balanced and rhythmic sequence. The 12 apostles are divided into 4 groups of 3. Together, these groups create a visual cadence that underscores the collective human response to the momentous revelation uttered by Christ. Each trio presents a unique microcosm of emotion. Their postures and interrelated gestures combine to form an interconnected dialogue that emphasizes the communal nature of the narrative while simultaneously showcasing their individuality. The triangular formation created by the placement of Jesus reinforces the image of the Holy Trinity and symbolizes divine perfection. The architecture of the room itself plays a part in this narrative. The coffered ceiling and the series of windows in the background evoke the order and symmetry of the universe. Each aspect of the space invites the viewer to meditate on the interplay of earthly existence and divine providence. Chapter 2. The Language of Gestures and Expressions. At the heart of Leonardo's composition lies a profound exploration of human psychology expressed through bodily gestures and facial expressions. The painting captures the exact moment after Jesus has announced that one among the familiar company will betray him. The reaction of the apostles is intensely human. They display a gamut of emotions ranging from shock and disbelief to anger and sorrow. Leonardo achieves this by rendering each apostle with individualistic detail that hints at an internal struggle between loyalty and treachery, innocence and guilt. Jesus himself appears as the calm center amid the storm of emotions. His face is serene, his eyes gentle, yet imbued with an unfathomable sadness. His open hand suggests both a welcoming gesture and, in a subtle counterpoint, the inevitability of his fate. This dual significance is further enhanced by the smoothness of his features that contrast sharply with the animated and restless demeanor of the figures surrounding him. Particularly striking is the portrayal of Judas. Leonardo renders Judas with a countenance that is shadowed and withdrawn. Unlike other apostles, his face is partly obscured by darkness, underscoring his role as the betrayer and hinting at his internal conflict. His eyes seem to dart away, and his posture recoils from the central figure of Christ. In the narrative of the Last Supper, this isolation is a visual representation of moral and spiritual estrangement. His outstretched hand, reaching in a manner that almost mirrors the gesture of Christ, is a silent testament to the tension between proximity and alienation. Other apostles contribute to the unfolding drama with a diverse range of gestures. Some figures lean forward as though attempting to grasp the just announced truth, while others recoil as if repelled by the terrible news. One figure raises an outstretched finger in a manner that suggests both incredulity and inquiry. The interplay of these gestures creates a vivid tableau of human emotion in which every twitch of a muscle and every turn of the head speaks of inner conflict and bewilderment. Chapter 3. The Symbolism of Objects and Setting. Every detail in Leonardo's The Last Supper is imbued with symbolic significance. The objects and architectural features in the painting serve as silent narrators, each contributing to the layered meanings that scholars continue to debate. The table itself becomes a stage upon which divine mystery and human frailty intermingle, with each object playing a role in this divine drama. The bread and the wine occupy center stage on the table, acting as potent symbols of the Eucharist. They remind the viewer of the sacred institution of Holy Communion. Their proximity to the figure of Jesus not only underscores the connection between the physical and the spiritual, but also prefigures the ultimate sacrifice that he is about to make. The very placement of these elements encourages a contemplation of the notion of sustenance that is both earthly and divine. In close vicinity to these sacramental elements is a spilled container of salt. In Renaissance symbolism, spilled salt stands as an omen of misfortune and is traditionally associated with treachery. Its presence near Judas is no accident. It foreshadows the betrayal that will shatter the unity of the gathering. This minor detail encapsulates a larger narrative of disaffection and serves as a visual shorthand for the moral decay that accompanies betrayal. The arrangement of the hands in the composition is no less significant. Jesus' deliberate gesture with one hand raised and the other lowered suggests a dual role as both giver and receiver of grace. In juxtaposition, the gestures of the apostles range from open palms extended in shock to clenched fists that hint at inner turmoil. Every movement is charged with meaning. For instance, one apostle's grasp on a knife subtly alludes to a future moment of defensive violence. The delicate interplay of these gestures weaves together a narrative that is at once personal and universal. The setting acts as a silent architect of meaning. The room is defined by its precise geometry and balanced proportions. 3 windows in the background frame the figure of Christ, evoking the mystery of the Trinity and creating an aura of divine light that contrasts with the human frailty on display. The clean lines of the ceiling and walls not only serve to direct the viewer's gaze to the center of the composition, but also invoke the Renaissance ideals of order, balance, and rational beauty. The interplay of light and shadow deepens the sense of realism, while simultaneously reinforcing the symbolic tension between good and evil. Chapter 4. Hidden Messages and Interpretations. The layers of symbolism in the Last Supper have given rise to myriad interpretations over the centuries. This multiplicity of readings contributes to the painting's enduring mystery and to its reputation as an inexhaustible source of scholarly inquiry. At the heart of these interpretations lie the themes of betrayal and imminent sacrifice, which are rendered with a delicate balance between the overt and the subtle. One prevailing interpretation centers on the representation of Judas Iscariot as the embodiment of human treachery. The careful use of shadow to obscure his features, coupled with his physical isolation from the rest of the apostles, underscores his moral dissonance. His positioning next to the physical signs of betrayal, such as the spilled salt, transforms him into a visual allegory for the danger posed by proximity to sin. While the narrative of betrayal is clear, the subtle interplay of gestures among the other apostles suggests that the realization of this betrayal is a collective burden. The emotional turmoil radiating from their faces speaks of a shared confrontation with the inexplicable and the painful. Beyond the immediate narrative, the painting invites deeper theological reflections on the nature of sacrifice. Jesus' calm and measured demeanor in the midst of chaos embodies the acceptance of suffering that lies at the heart of many religious traditions. His composed presence, contrasted with the turbulent reactions of those around him, creates a space in which the human experience of sacrifice is elevated to the status of a divine mystery. This intermingling of personal agony and transcendent peace encourage a meditation on the paradox that in suffering there exists the potential for salvation. Scholars have also explored the possibility of hidden geometric and numerical codes embedded in the composition. The groupings of apostles in sets of 3 strongly resonate with the symbolism of the Trinity, while the overall symmetry of the scene appears to gesture toward a divine order underlying the chaos of human emotion. Some have even suggested that the positioning of the apostles, taken together with the arrangement of the sacramental elements, might encode secret musical or symbolic messages. Although these interpretations remain speculative, they point toward Leonardo's fascination with the interrelation of art, science, and spirituality. They remind the viewer that behind the veneer of realism lies an intricate network of ideas intended to evoke a higher order of beauty and meaning. Conclusion. This painting stands as a testament to Leonardo's unparalleled ability to blend technical precision with profound intellectual insights. Every element of the work, from the carefully constructed room to the measured gestures of the apostles, is an invitation to reflect on the interplay between divine order and human destiny. The enduring mystery that shrouds the Last Supper is a testament to its ability to captivate, challenge, and inspire generations of viewers, ensuring its place in the canon of great art and in the ongoing conversation about the human condition. In the study of this masterpiece, one finds that Leonardo did more than record a historical event. He created a complex narrative filled with symbolic meanings that continue to yield new interpretations and insights. Echoing a profound meditation on the nature of humanity, the mystery of divine sacrifice, and the timeless tension between betrayal and redemption,